Welcome back to our end of season review show here on Track Talk, and we're about to have a look at the juvenile grand final, the AUSHORSE Golden Horseshoe, and this year another big field lined up for the 1200 metre Group 2. The unbeaten Big Hearted was looking to make it 3 wins from as many starts for the Clements Yard. Another unbeaten horse, Inferno, who had been impressive at his only outing, he was also there, and there was some excitement about this horse as he made only his second racetrack appearance.
Out near the end, Big Hearted bombed the start, and he's out the back on settling down. Hot Shot Slam, Mr. Dynamo, Beer Garden spearing forward. They're the first 3 with Beer Garden running to the lead. No Regrets back on the inside, then Boom Shakalaka as they settle down into their order. Just behind those horses along the inside was Achieve More going past Boom Shakalaka, War Frontier, Golden Dash, Admiral Winston's in that bunch of runners. Inferno couldn't get in. He's posted deep and tracking forward. Behind those, Rocket Star. Beauty Diva's back along the inside. Big Hearted between horses. He's ended up behind Inferno. Not many would have forecast that. Then Count Me In. Further back, Charming Diamond. Tell Me is last. On the turn now, 4:25 to go. Beer Garden the first to swing from Mr. Dynamo. No Regrets. Hot Shot Slam, and Inferno's starting to explode down the outside. Inferno's coming after them quickly. Boom Shakalaka. Beer Garden is further back, but coming past it. 200. Inferno's race to the lead from Hot Shot Slam. Beer Garden, 100 metres to go. Rod's having a big night. It's about to get bigger because Inferno lighting up the track in the Horseshoe. He is a good horse, Inferno.
What a win. He was super dominant, Inferno, taking out the Golden Horseshoe. Michael Rodd was forced to make a wide run on the horse, but quoted post-race he felt it was over as far as 600 metres out. Cliff Brown looked to have another exciting prospect on his hands, and we can't wait to see what this guy does later in the year as a 3-year-old. So we move to the Derby, a shot at the 4-year-old Triple Crown for What's New. The skies opened, making this year's Derby a wet one. For young Australian jockey Joe Azzopardi, this would prove a memorable afternoon as he partnered Sun Marshall for Lee Freedman. The Australian rider was yet to register a Group 1 win, but that would all change.
Racing now in the Derby, and Sacred Choir away with them. My Guy jumped away nicely out wide. Circuit Mission given a very positive ride by Rod from his inside stall. He's punching through to join the leaders as they link up with the course proper. It's Circuit Mission, the inside of My Guy. They're 1-2 on settling down. Super Dynasty outside of those. Magic Wand next. Sun Marshall being restrained. Quarterback improves on the inside. Sacred Choir is next. He's angling for a one off the rail position. He's got cover today. They were followed by Nimble, Destroyer Eclipse, Elite Quartito, Bojest. Further back was Heliosphere, What's New. She's one off the inside, about 10 from the lead. King Louis next from Mr. Clint. And Glasgow's gone right back to last. 24.75 the first 400 metres. And that is set by Circuit Mission and Michael Rodd. He leads by 2 lengths going off the back straight. Super Dynasty working hard on the outside, goes to second. Magic Wand is leaders back, 1.5 lengths then to I Guy and quarterback. He enjoys a good run on the rails, 5th as they go to the side now on the long course. Sacred Choir next. He's on the inside of Sun Marshall. Elite Quartito, Nimble being niggled at. King Louis gets going in the 3 wide line. He starts to peel into it. Then Destroyer Eclipse and Bojest at the head of the others. What's New gives them a massive start as they enter the home straight. Circuit Mission comes off the inside. 5.50 to go. He's 2 in front of the Super Dynasty. Sun Marshall starting to run home. Then I Guy, Sacred Choir trying to warm up. He's ducking and weaving between horses. Further back was King Louis and What's News joining in wider out. Sun Marshall's taken the lead, 300 metres to go from King Louis. What's News, Sacred Choir back near the inside. Down the outside, Mr. Clint. 100 to go, Sun Marshall on empty. Mr. Clint storming home with King Louis. Sun Marshall gripping on. Sun Marshall, Joe Azzopardi's won the Derby.
Sun Marshall revelled in the wet and testing ground to give Joe Azzopardi his first win at the highest level of racing. Joe would later return home to Perth in November. It was to be a big day for Lee Freedman as he trained the first 2 horses home, Mr. Clint running a brave and unlucky second. What's New, although unsuccessful in her Triple Crown tilt, lost no admirers. The Jumbo Jet Trophy at Group 3 level is over 1,400 metres. Last year's winner, Predator, there again. So too, War Affair. Now a 9-year-old, he took his place. For leading apprentice Simon Cock, a group race ride was on offer aboard Star Emperor. Elite Excalibur targeted the race fresh, and the proven first-up performer was given a strong winning chance.
And Baraz has gone out at a relentless gallop. He leads by 2. Superpower. War Affair is trying to wind up. Elite Excalibur popped the question. Star Emperor saved all the ground back near the inside, and then came Clarton Super. Predator's a long way back below the 300. It's Baraz the leader. War Affair is looming up on the outside. The old champ starting to run into it. Behind them, Elite Excalibur warming up. 150 to go. War Affair goes to Baraz. Elite Excalibur. Star Emperor the fence. Baraz in front. Star Emperor flying and got up Star Emperor.
Simon Cock would have to part with $500 for his celebratory gesture, but who could blame the young man as he notched up his biggest win in his career on Star Emperor. It was a first feature win of the season for Letitia Dragon, with a horse that had always shown so much raw potential. War Affair gave a sight under the big weight. It was grand to see him loom up in the straight, eventually finishing 4th. Let's move along now to the Group 3 Committee's prize, and this saw a handy field assemble over the mile. The interesting runner of the race being I'm Incredible. Some questioned his presence, stepping up from a Class 4 to a Group 3, but the market suggested he was there to run well as strong support arrived. McInerney would ensure a strong tempo and added plenty of excitement into the race, setting up a massive lead by the time they reached the 700.
Relentless gallop in front here. 24.41 that first 400, and McInerney's about 8 lengths in front coming up to the turn. Adding a bit of spice into the committee's prize here. She strains with an almighty lead on I'm Incredible. McGregor to the outside, Skyrocket. Loyalty Man peels out, then Elite Quartito. King Louis getting to the outside with Blue Sweet, and Star Emperor is the absolute widest horse. He's about 10 off them. Down below the 300, McInerney's given a side. I'm Incredible starting to come after her now, then Skyrocket. Down the outside, Blue Sweet. King Louis, Star Emperor's on the outside fence. 150 to go. It's McInerney, I'm Incredible, Skyrocket, Star Emperor, King Louis, and Blue Swede. But it's I'm Incredible in front. Star Emperor runs on, but I'm Incredible's done it. The new kid on the block as well.
Great win there, I'm Incredible, and he rewarded Shane Birchiger's faith, stepping up into the Group 3 Committee's prize to score a gallant win. This was Shane Birchiger's 4th feature win for the season, and it was a changing of the guard at group level too, guys, with a lot of lightly raced horses in recent group races stepping up and outperforming their older, stronger rivals. So I'm Incredible, Star Emperor, examples of that.
Indeed they were. They were very good, I thought, in defeat, and the run of Star Emperor there, obviously coming right down the outside, was huge as well, Dan.
Absolutely enormous. Look, I'm Incredible, of course, having a big year, and what about the progression that he made, obviously going from a Crown D, the previous preparation, a Class 4, and of course taking out his first feature race.
Absolutely, and obviously not forgetting the races we reviewed there, Luke. First off, the AUSHORSE Golden Horseshoe. I mean, Inferno, what a horse he really is.
He's very exciting. I think one of the wins of the year, that in the AUSHORSE Golden Horseshoe. I know you're talking about level weights, racing your own age, but he sat 4 wide the trip and just smashed them. So that was, I think, the day we realised, wow, this one's out of the box.
Absolutely, and Joe Zappardi, Dan, propelling himself onto the Group 1 stage, winning a derby for Lee Freedman there.
I feel that that's the case for a lot of the features this year, guys. There's been so many great stories, hasn't there? Whether it's equine, trainer, jockey, there's been great stories along the way, and that's certainly one of the highlights with Joe Zappardi taking out his first Group 1 here, of course, being a big one as well, the Singapore Derby. And
let's not forget, guys, our leading apprentice Simon Cock. He managed to win his first feature, and a big salute, and you wouldn't begrudge him that either, because it was a huge occasion for him.
Oh, definitely, and it was a good ride too, because he kept his head and he decided to stay to the rail, and it was eventually what won him the race. Correct. Because a lot of horses looked to shift to the outside, and he finished strong and gave Simon a big moment this year.
Certainly was, and the Dragon, she etched her name down amongst the feature race winning trainers here. Obviously one of only 2 lady handlers at Kranji, so a huge achievement for her.
Yeah, definitely, Nick. Of course, it was her first feature in some time as well, and to obviously give Simon Cock the ride, it was obviously a great moment. Of course, also surpassed Natural, a horse that she trained throughout the year, was 5 out of 5, so Letitia having a big season in 2019.
And Nimble as well for earlier in the season too. Was he 5 from 5 at some stage also, I think.
He was ridden by Joe Zappardi.
Yeah,
one of those successes.
Yeah, correct.
Plenty of stories in 2019, and the story theme will continue throughout this review programme for 2019 here at Kranji. Don't go anywhere. Do join us after the break.